Here's Doncic. Here's Lively. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They're coming off that loss against Portland.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
Such a critical time of year for a lot of teams, Grant. Everybody jockeying for playoff position.
I love it, and we all know how important seeding can be come the postseason. So even teams outside the playoff picture still have time, as long as they make their move now.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. About a minute into this first quarter. Outside McDaniels. Fires the three. The shot comes out. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. And so Conley will bring it up for Minnesota. It's a three-point game. And the first season matchup for them against the Mavericks this year.
They won the season series last year, and on paper, it looks like they should do it again.
You're right. They're the better team. I mean, they expect to win this matchup. We'll see if they can take care of business tonight.
You know, Clark, when you think about the history of this Dallas franchise, one man stands out. That's Dirk.
Yeah, he's worthy of a statue for sure, B.A. He played all 21 seasons of his career with the Mavs. He was the first European MVP in league history. And then in 2011, he helped bring an NBA title to the Mavericks, beating the LeBron Wade-led Heat team.
5 on the clock. Here's Doncic. Lays it up and banks it in.
Nothing the D could do there. No way to stop Doncic. He's so hard to guard.
Outside Conley. Outside Edwards. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Edwards got 5 points.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
Back to Doncic. Jones sets a screen. Doncic deciding where to go with it. Second chance shot. Outside Irving. Pass to Lively. Right side Green. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Now McDaniels. Green covering. Offensive board. Over to the wing. McDaniels inside. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Pass to Lively. Left side Irving. And here's Doncic. Outside for Irving. 4 on the clock. No good with the triple.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
You know, the fighting spirit Naz Reid brings to this game is really something, Clark.
Yeah, I tell you, he's a guy that is dynamic and electric, plays with great passion, and has a way of getting everybody fired up. He's an injection of energy for his team and the buildings he plays in.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Edwards does not back down. Even if it means taking physically hard contact, he's fearless.
Well, Clark, we know Anthony Edwards is a great hooper, but how would you rate his acting ability?
Hey, I thought he was quite good. To be honest with you, B.A., in that Hoops movie, he was playing the bad guy, the villain role. Ant has a huge personality. We saw that on the big screen. Perhaps a second career for him when he's done terrorizing the NBA.
And the dunk by Gafford.
That's the kind of head fake that'll give a guy whiplash.
He sells it all the way, right? Highly effective.
It's all about keeping the defense off balance, guys. I mean, not knowing where you're going to go. I sort of thought he was hoping to go hard to the rack there.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Launches a three. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Back to Conley. Charity stripe shot. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard, and those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
You know, when you think about Kyrie Irving's game, his ball handling is what still comes to mind first.
Yeah, you know, B.A., that and his killer instinct. Kyrie is one of the most creative players we've ever seen, a guy you can count on to come through in big moments.
Clark, it feels like we've reached the peak of this three-point explosion. What do you think the next trend in the NBA will be?
You know, Brian, it's hard to say. I mean, perhaps we could land on the return of the center, because we're already seeing that, and the centers that are excelling and dominating the league and winning MVPs are in their prime. So perhaps we'll see teams get bigger and play more through their centers going forward.
Yep, count it. Irving's got 6.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Edwards looking for an opening. Out to the right wing. Towns for 3. Oh, he touched it while it was over the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. The Mavericks trailing. And here is Irving. Last game he had 34 points. Puts up a 3. Pass to Gafford. To the middle. Second shot opportunity. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tim Hardaway. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
When you discuss the Minnesota Timberwolves, what would you say about their front office, Grant?
Well, B.A., they want to be as competitive as possible. Whether it's who they are drafting, trading for, or signing in free agency, this team's goal is to be taken seriously out west.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Josh Green is becoming a key 3-and-D wing in Dallas. Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki said, quote, he's a great defender already. He's athletic, he plays super, super hard, and now he added the three-pointer to his game. Obviously, that's one thing he needed to get better at. He puts in a lot of work. Brian?
No, you can see it. It has absolutely paid off. Thanks, Allie.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Got it.
You know, he's not just a shooter, guys. Hardaway Jr. is also capable of getting creative and mixing things up, too. I like it.
Reed sets a screen. A slam dunk by Reed.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Over to the left wing. Exum gets the bucket. Exum's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Here's Reed. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. A Tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
And their body language was unimpressive. They looked defeated much of the night, and because of it, they took the L.
Yeah, they looked distracted, far off, distant. I mean, it seemed like their heart wasn't in it to try to win that game.
And Dallas calls time here. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And the Timberwolves call time here. Thinking back to one of the most fun runs in the NBA, Grant, those early 2000 Mavs teams.
Oh, I played against those teams, and they were incredible offensively. Of course, you had Steve Nash running the point, Dirk and Finley on the wings, and the pace they played with, they were well ahead of their time.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Here's Alexander Walker. Off target from three-point range. Outside, Green. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And so Morris will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Well, Clark, when you talk about Doncic, he came into the league with a ton of experience under his belt.
Yeah, and I think people undervalue the experience of being a pro at the age of 16. It wasn't the NBA, but it's still professional basketball that he played in Europe. And that seasoning and that competition and that being refined in the fire allowed Doncic to step into the NBA unfazed.
Here's Conley. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. 54 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's McDaniels. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on Doncic.
The length that McDaniels brings gives him an advantage against the smaller defender. Sometimes drawing a foul like he did there.
He hits the second from the line. There's 49 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Outside, Green. Doncic right side. Hardaway on the wing. Outside Jones. Shot clock at 5. Inside. Lively.
Luka's so smart. to get other guys involved in the action. Very good at not forcing it and trying to do everything himself.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Edwards. Back to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Here's Lively. On the wing, Green. He got it up. No good on the buzzer beater.
Nice defense that time. The agility and length of Towns, allowing him to clamp down on the shooter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Irving with it. And they doubled up Irving. Here's Jones. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Jones has got his first points of the game.
Kyrie looking to get others involved. Nice awareness there.
And Edwards slams it in.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Outside, Green. Doncic outside. Luka! Get off me!
Luka, combination of finesse and bully ball in there that time.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
After their big trade with Rudy Gobert, it's taken a while for the Wolves to gel. Gobert said, quote, "It just comes with the time and trust. Basketball is never perfect, but we can punish all kinds of defenses by making the right play and finding the open man. With that mindset, we are going to keep getting better. I'm confident in our abilities." Brian?
Well, that's the way you have to look at it, Allie. Thank you. The Mavericks trailing. And stolen by Edwards. For the finish. And Edwards slams it in.
Good gamble that time by Edwards. He, as much as anybody, wants this team to be out in the open floor.
Irving attacking on the wing. Green. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And Clarkman, Karl Anthony Towns is on the floor. He's one of the best big men in the NBA.
Well, you said it, the key words there, on the floor. I'm sure Cat is frustrated by the injuries he's had over the years, and he's doing everything in his power to stay as healthy as possible.
Left side, Irving. 6 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Jones from outside. The rebound by the Timberwolves. They've led by as many as 11. Kicks it out, Towns. Count it. And it's a 6-point Minnesota lead.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And stolen by Edwards. From behind the arc. And he can't get that one.
He hit a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Now here's Irving. And he makes it on the layup. Irving's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Kyrie can score under any conditions. That guy just knows how to get it in the basket.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the 3rd quarter. Here's Jones. Count that one. And now just a 2-point Timberwolves lead. And here's Minnesota now. Here's Towns. Rebounded by Green.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
When the whistle blows, it's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
There's 1:17 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. And the ball out of play. Timberwolves will have it. Here's Conley. Still no points. Here's Anderson. That one's good for 2. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
For 3, Hardaway. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. And Towns has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Hardaway. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. And it's an 8-point Minnesota lead.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Doncic outside. Over Conley. And that one's long. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. And it's good for 2. Conley's got his first points in this one.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Hardaway on the wing. Here's Doncic. Dallas no good that time either. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Timberwolves ahead, up 10. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Now Conley, down low, Edwards, and Edwards slams it in.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
And Anderson over to help. And that'll be Dallas's ball as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks able to keep the possession. Here's Washington. Here's Hardy. Pass to Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
Not putting his head down. He continues to produce with the team trailing.
Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Out left to the wing. Now Hardaway. Washington right side. All sorts of time. And he nails that one right through the heart.
That was silky smooth there by Washington. Only takes him a few seconds to lock and load.
Timeout called, the Timberwolves.
Attention fans, now on the court is your high squad. Keep loud and never hear it.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
And Allie, thank you for that. A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Pass to Reed. Here's Minot. Outside, Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. Ooh, once again. Off the mark by Minnesota. The Mavericks trailing. To the inside. And Washington powers it through.
Boy, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. Got a little main streak in him, too, which I like.
And that's a foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
It's stolen by Irving. Pass to Doncic. Stolen by Conley. Here we go, one-on-one. Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards has got 24 points. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
The shooting's been great, but also, how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Towns double team. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Conley. Towns for three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Count it. Good.
Get used to seeing this, folks. Doncic taking the moment head on and delivering.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his third foul so far.
Second team foul. Substitution approved.
Pass to Towns. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kleba.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And here's Edwards outside. Hits a three-pointer. Edwards has got 7 now in this quarter.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the three consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
Irving is double. Doncic with it. From the wing, Anderson pulls it down.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
Shot is good by Edwards.
Well, that's an extremely hard shot to defend if Edwards can master the pull-up. Watch out now. It would be a real weapon for him.
The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his third foul so far. There's a minute 40 left in the final quarter.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
First free throw is good, and that brings him within single digits.
You know, one of the things I like about watching Doncic is the pace he plays at. You're not going to speed him up. He plays at his pace, the pace he dictates.
Buries it from three. Edwards got 33 points.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
He's still feeling it. Doncic pulls down the board. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They trail by 11. They double him with McDaniels. Jones from outside. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Timberwolves.
Check out their assist numbers.
They didn't get stuck in isolation. They got the ball to the guys who had the best matchups.
And tonight's win will give them an even 40 on the year. And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Anthony Edwards.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
From deep, here's Doncic. And the Mavericks, another three.
Boy, Doncic showing you his competitiveness right there with the back-at-you three. The revenge trip.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
So the first one drops. And that'll put him up by 9. And both free throws good for Edwards.
When you've got your opponent down, don't let him up. This one's all but over.
Pass to Washington. Outside Hardaway. Hardaway on the wing. The three is up. Hits the trifecta.
This is Hardaway's game. A quick trigger shooter who wants to score as often as possible.
Here's Edwards. Uses the glass on the layup.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark.